And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the West Virginia Mountaineers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Mountaineers offense will start this game off. Here he comes. At any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Utah Utes offense will have its first possession of the game. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. On the move, it's Vaughn. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Utes are marching down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to get to him. And to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
No shot at a return. It's out of the... It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Across the 45. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a moment.
Going for it all. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Utes!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brewer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Gets it out fast. At the 45, on its way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Runs through the tackle. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 84 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
West Virginia, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
First down, West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. It's a draw. Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, West Virginia. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quick step and go. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Lamb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Utes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed behind the line. It's West. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Takes the handoff. It's West. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Defense was right there, and they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Using the quick game. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously have a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Try to get it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
West Virginia, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the run, it's West. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. He leaves it with his back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the...
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the tailback. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. How about this methodical, soul-flushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Hand off from the shotgun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17. Return runs out.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. He's going to run it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop.